Yo, what is good guys, and welcome back to our F1 Ultra Career Mode. This is part number 14, and here we are heading for the Monaco Grand Prix. Last race did not go. Last race was a pretty decent race, to be fair. We ended up finishing P12 after starting from the back of the field. So yeah, unfortunately we did have a failed upgrade for the powertrain. We should have arrived like I think this race, but you know what? We'll just re-upgrade it because we have enough child points. And yeah. On our new chart, it doesn't seem like there's much happening. The components are starting to get worn out a bit, so I might have to replace them in a race or two. Anyways, championship standings, Alfa Romeo still say P8, and Hamilton and Leclerc still lead the championship. Okay, I'm pretty bad at doing the voiceovers. Okay, here we are. So Hamilton and Leclerc are leading the championship as they've just been dominated, just ahead of Bottas, Vettel, and both Ferraris. Raikkonen is now outside the top 10 after a strong start to the season, and we are, I think, are still saying P18 with 1 point. So yeah, hopefully we can do better than that. To be fair, there isn't really much, as most drivers in the back of my mark, because I've only scored like 1 or 2 point finishes, and I've only scored 1 point so far. So yeah. Anyways, in the constructors, Alfa Romeo once again, as I say, P8. Mercedes do lead from Ferrari after Ferrari had a poor race last time out. And yeah, Red Bull are just P3 by themselves. So yeah, there isn't really much happening, and let's head into qualifying.
To MONACO for one of the most challenging qualifying sessions on the Formula One calendar. Who can add their name to the illustrious list of Monte Carlo pole sitters here today?
Well, who knows, Crofty? Maybe I could get the pole position. As anyways, yeah, Monaco is really one of the hardest tracks on the game, as there's a lot of walls, like Baku, and to be fair, you could easily do a mistake here. Last time I went to 2018 Monaco Grand Prix, I literally ended my race on lap 3, which isn't really good, but hopefully I can actually finish the race and not crash into the first lap, on like the first couple laps into the race. As yeah, we do actually go purple sector 1, so we do actually have pretty good pace here. The problem is that we're just pushing too hard. So yeah, I know we have the pace for actually a good result, but I'm not too sure if we can even convert it, because honestly, we just crash a lot here. So yeah. Anyways, I really want a good result, because Raikkonen is really beating us in the standings, as we're only on 1 point whilst he's on 12. Now, we haven't had a terrible season by any means, we're just pretty inconsistent, like last season. Last season, we were already on a couple points finishes by this point onwards, as we got P7 in Spain and P10 at whatever that track was, yeah. So yeah, we're almost 9 something Gasly. We go purple in the first 2 sectors. So yeah, we do actually have pretty good pace. And then round off the final corner here, we're going to be getting a DRS, and eventually we're going to be saying a 112.2. So yeah, we're practically very quick here, and that lap was enough for us to get into Q2. So yeah, pretty good from us. And out in Q1 it's going to be Gasly, Kvyat, both Williams, and Lawrence Stroll. I don't get how Stroll has qualified behind Russell. It's actually pretty funny to me. Who knows, maybe I was thinking I could have Q3 pace. As yeah, this Q2 lap wasn't really good, however, as eventually heading into the end of Sector 2, I ended up hitting the wall. Hit the wall again, well, almost hit. Completely forgot to brake, and then, yeah, just been into the wall. So, yeah. This wasn't really going to be a good lap, to be fair. Not really one that would set a benchmark. So, but eventually round up the final corner, Hamilton does a 1:11.5, and we do a 1:13.1. We're somehow quicker than Raikkonen, actually. So, that's pretty interesting. I don't get how that works, to be fair. Also, if you guys couldn't tell, I'm like literally sick again. Like, I swear in almost every video I'm sick. I have no idea why, bro. Like, it's literally summer, and I'm feeling unwell with a runny nose and stuff. So yeah, anyways, round off the final corner. Holy, the car was trying to slide there, and eventually round off the final corner. We're eventually almost a second up on our best lap time, and the lap time brings us P7. So we're now in Q3 because everyone else did the lap time. So pretty good job from us. And the people out in Q2 are Magnussen, Perez, Grosjean, Hulkenberg, and Kimi. Kimi was like almost a second off. I don't know what even happened to him, to be fair. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Q3, and Q3 actually didn't go to plan, because when I tried doing my lap time, I just didn't do it. Because, I don't know, I literally went out like with 1.5 minutes left, and I just didn't do the lap time. So yeah, we're going to be starting P10 for this race, like we did in Spain 2018. So yeah, let's go on to the race now, I suppose.
A proper road road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. The prestigious Circuit de Monaco then, it's not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and 19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo, and although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Level, they have a lot of ambition, but Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
That's right, it is a difficult environment to come into. In junior categories, you're competing against drivers with similar levels of experience, but some of these guys in Formula One have been there for over a decade. But I have to say, in this case, it's so far so good.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Albon, Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Sainz, Lucky and Kevin Magnussen, Perez, Grosjean, Nico Hülkenberg and Gasly, Kvyat, Russell, Lando Norris. They've taken a grid penalty, and Lance Stroll, Kubica and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So yeah, we're actually starting P9 due to a grid penalty from Lando Norris, and it's going to be a one-stop for practically everyone. We're all starting on softs because we're starting Q3, so yeah, there isn't really much to say, and let's get on with the race. So yeah, now it's time for the Monaco Grand Prix, and the 5 lights are going to be going out right about now, and it's lights out, and away we go for the Monaco GP. Sainz to have a slow getaway than us, and we have a better getaway, to be fair, as we're gonna absolutely send down like 3 cars, to be fair. Oh, and we hit Ricciardo. We didn't get damaged. I did not mean to do it. I only wanted to send down Sainz, but I was scared that Verstappen would hit me. So yeah, we're up to P7 now, and yeah. Hopefully we can try and stick with the guys ahead, to be fair. I am really struggling though with the car, to be fair. I don't know why. As yeah, eventually the drivers here are going to be really slow. We're going to do a massive send on Ricciardo. Okay, we hit him again. I don't think this was a good idea whatsoever. So yeah, now we're up to P6 now. So we've had a pretty good start, to be fair. And yeah, there is a yellow flag, but that's probably because everyone is going slow at the airplane. But we all, unfortunately, I don't think we have the pace actually to stick with the leaders, to be fair, as yet. And our engine's very worn out, which is really not going to help us, to be fair. So yeah, we're probably just going to have to try and keep it calm and try and stay close to the guys ahead, even though I'm really struggling to do that, to be fair. The car feels absolutely dead. I don't know why. When in practice it felt like we were really quick, but now we're just not quick at all whatsoever, and I'm not sure why, which is a little bit concerning. As we're going to be rounding off the final corner for the first lap, and yeah, we've had a pretty good start, to be fair, as I think Valtteri Bottas is going to be leading the field just ahead of one of the Ferraris, and Albon started a pretty good P3, to be fair, so he could get another podium, who knows. But yeah, we're already 1.7 seconds behind the leaders, which is really not helping us, to be fair.
We're sat in 6th. Hamilton is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 1.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Ricciardo behind. The gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Our gap to first place is 4.4 seconds. Your pit window will open in 7 laps time. 38 laps to go.
So yeah, I have to do 39 laps. I do not like doing 39 laps on Monaco. That is really painful for me. I've never managed to do a 100% race on Monaco, honestly, because I keep crashing every single time. So, and yeah, to be completely honest, I was actually struggling with tyre wear. The tyres were only at 22%, but I was already struggling. It felt like I could not drive the car whatsoever. The leaders practically just got away with from me, so I could not honestly catch up to them anymore. As holy, yep, the tyres feel absolutely gone. I cannot do anything, man. What the flip is this, bro? And what's even worse is I actually had wing damage on lap 5. I seriously could not drive the car whatsoever. Like, I was losing like 3 seconds a lap to the leaders, and even some of the guys who were like nowhere near were starting to catch up. So like, you see there's like 3 trains on a minimap. The 3rd train was actually starting to catch up to me because I was honestly struggling really bad. I was just holding these guys up at this point, which really made it unfair for them. But like, I really could not drive as I went very wide, which did not help, to be fair. This meant that Verstappen could maybe get me, but luckily it wasn't close enough, to be fair. Jeff said he wanted me to actually pay on lap 10 for medium, actually, and instead of me going on the hards. I was like, yep, cut the track. I honestly could not do this anymore, man. I wanted to actually do a 2-stop, but it was way too early for me to even do a 2-stop, like, seriously. I would just lose track position, and that really wouldn't be useful to me whatsoever. Yeah, yep, I could not, and yes, as you can see here, I cannot turn the car whatsoever. Seriously, bro, what the flip, man? You know, maybe the stick doesn't make it a bit harder for me to actually voice over this, thing, as yeah, Verstappen's getting really close. He wants to get past us, but we are going to be able to defend now. So, yeah. However, I'm probably not going to be able to keep Verstappen behind for long, as he's really willing to actually get past me. However, there's now actually a gap to the guys behind, because Ricciardo and Sainz were now going side to side, even though they were probably going to catch up already. I can honestly not turn my stupid car whatsoever, mate. I didn't expect Monaco to actually be this hard, to be fair. Like, I just want to have a clean race, unlike last time where I crashed on lap 3. So yeah, to be fair, this might not go to plan. I did start P10, I really wanted points, but my car just did not turn at the hairpin, and the wing damage made it even worse. Like, I don't even know what I was meant to do at this point. So yeah, honestly, I cannot just turn the car whatsoever. I really needed to actually lock in, to be fair, but Verstappen is closing in. As you can see, the arrow behind me is going to try and send it down the hairpin, but I'm going to brake very late, unfortunately, and yeah, we got another one. I think I already had a penalty by this point, so this really was not looking good, to be fair. Yeah, you can see here that my car was honestly not turning. We are almost like 7 seconds off the leaders. I mean, that seems realistic for an Alfa Romeo, but I don't know why I was slow down. Most midfield drivers, I go a little bit deep, which is really not going to help me, to be fair. And yeah, eventually I'm just going to round off the final exit, but I think Verstappen actually has the DRS, and he's gonna go past it. I'm just gonna let him through. I cannot bother keeping him behind anymore. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to stick with Verstappen now, because maybe Verstappen can give me the slipstream, but I was already losing time, even on the straights, bro. Like, seriously, I just did not have any downforce whatsoever. Yeah, Verstappen's already got me by like over a second at this point, so yeah, I don't think I'm getting the DRS anytime soon, bro. Oh my god, he's already got me by 1.4 seconds in a single sector. Are you actually kidding me, bro? This race is really not going to plan, to be fair. I mean, yes, I know I'm in the top 10, but compared to Raikkonen, I think he's only P19 at the moment. But seriously, what the flip is this, man? Man, I don't really like this, to be fair. That's why I'm doing a weird noise, to be fair. I'm actually kind of tired, to be fair. So yeah, we're gonna go deep again. Oh my days, I cannot do that corner whatsoever, man. Seriously, what the flip is this game, bro? Oh my god. I mean, F1 2019 has probably like worse handling than F1 2018, to be fair. That's probably the reason why it's not as good as F1 2018, even though the graphics are way better. Yep, unfortunately I got a penalty. So yeah, that's not really going to help us, to be fair. Oh man, this race is really going from bad to worse, to be fair. The penalty would probably drop us outside the points, to be fair. So I'm going to actually have to lock in now. And eventually the lap after that I decided, okay, I could not do it anymore with the tyres and the wing damage. So yeah, we're probably going to be last because of this, but to be fair, I could not handle the tyres at least 1 or 2 more laps. The tyres would have probably lasted at least another lap, but yeah. So yeah, we're going to replace the front wing. We're going to be going on the hard tyres so we can go to the end for the remaining 30 laps of the race. And eventually, it looks like we're going to be joining probably behind Kubica. And Raikkonen is still stuck behind Russell and Stroll, so he's really struggling to get past the guys in front. Which is really not going to help him. He's actually on a soft tyre, but that's not really helping him, to be fair. So yeah, our engine's absolutely cooked, man. I really need to actually get some new components. Because this would really not help us, to be fair. Oh, wait, what am I saying? No, I mean this would actually help us, because honestly, I am lacking the grip in any way or manner. As yep, the car is really sliding around, so yeah, it does seem like that Bottas has a pretty comfortable lead out of the Ferraris, which is really going to help him, to be fair. So yeah, there's not really much to say. All I'm probably going to focus on is try and get an undercut on the guys in front so I can actually have a decent chance of points. However, unfortunately, I was not able to push whatsoever, as this ended up happening. I'll just show you.
The gap to the car ahead is 6.3 seconds. Okay, box.
Well, yeah, unfortunately for us, in absolute frustration, I ended up crashing because my car ended up sliding just after the end of Sector 2. I hit the wall, then ended up into the barriers where Mick Schumacher crashed in 2022 as, oh dear me, I could not turn the car whatsoever. So yeah, eventually it was unfortunately a virtual safety car, and yeah, this really did not help me, to be fair. Oh my god. I don't get how I even crashed. I was just doing the cars, I was just driving smoothly, and then all of a sudden my car just gave up. Like, it just slid. This is really not gonna help us. We're gonna have to make another pit stop in just 3 laps, and because it's a virtual safety car, yeah, yeah, basically the virtual safety car didn't even help us. If it was a full safety car, that would have actually helped us recover, but it didn't, unfortunately. So yeah. We had to double stack also because Raikkonen, I think, pit, so yeah. We're now practically 30 seconds behind Raikkonen, so I don't think there was anything we could really do, to be fair. Oh man, this race has really not gone to plan. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze. Oh my god. Well yeah, this race has technically been ruined. Yeah, I mean, even if there wasn't a safety car, if I pit again, I would most likely be lapped, so there wasn't really anything I could literally do. Oh my god. Yeah, I seriously could not bother driving Monaco anymore. This is why I don't like Monaco, probably because it's very difficult in the F1 games. The handling just sucks on F1 2019. F1 2018 was like, even worse. I mean, yeah, on F1 2018 I did end up crashing a lap 3, but the handling wasn't even that bad, to be fair. I could actually drive, but on here I just could not. I mean, I had a pretty good 1-lap pace, but unfortunately that does not convert to actual race pace. As yes, in practice, when I did practice for this race, I was P7 according to the qualifying program, but that I don't think that really is going to convert me to pace. Yep, I hit the wall again, and in absolute frustration, I just had to slam it into the wall. Because I honestly just decided to give up with this game. Oh my god. Well, not give up with the game, I mean the race, to be fair. I'm obviously not going to end the series here. So yeah, eventually I decided to pay in absolute frustration. Damaging time from wing. I decided to just retire from the race. I honestly had enough of this race.
Ferrari are at it again, an excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Charles Leclerc assumes the lead in the standings after today's outstanding result. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Kimi Raikkonen is my standout today. Nothing you could construe as showboating, just an incredibly consistent performance out on track.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Yeah, honestly, I have just no idea what even happened, man. And we just did Dude Was Monaco version 2.0. Like, seriously. Oh my god, I'm actually frustrated. I mean, at least this race didn't go worse. Like, yeah, we actually did have the pace for points and a good result, but we just could not convert it due to our lack of consistency. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here because I cannot be bothered anymore. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. Take care.